Hey, Decide Your Destiny crew, Carl Spreedy's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Your Destiny daily dose. Decide to consider the crimes against your humanity that you're committing every day. What are you doing that is not in the best interest of your future ideal? What are you doing to support your immune system? In every decision you're making, are you towards life or towards death? What are you doing? What actions are you taking? What strategies are you taking? Are you blocking away time? Are you blocking away time for exercise, for healthy eating, for education, for self-learning, for turning off the negative tunes that constantly bombard your actual physical health by language? Language, a text, sending someone a text that can totally disrupt their whole day. It can disrupt their actual physiology. It can can raise their heartbeat. It can release cortisol in the system. So really consider, what are you bringing into your day every single day, and what acts against your, greater humanity are you committing? Are you being positive, prosperous? Are you trying to grow? Because there's only really two ways, grow or contract. Are you trying to grow and build life and build greatness and continue on your journey and inspire others and help out your family and help out your friends and make sure everyone is healthy? Or are you trying to contract and look for an easy solution? Look for a solution where you don't actually have to try, you don't have to work very hard. I think one of the things that I've noticed is we're so aware of everyone else and what everyone else is doing, and the cruelty that everyone else is doing. And there is definitely cruelty. There's cruelty in countries, that maybe aren't spoken about as much, or places or different groups that aren't spoken about as much. And there's cruelties against humanity every single day that we need to, look out for and care for and try and stop and, come together as a community and raise awareness, But there's also, the cruelty against your own humanity. And we're so worried about the person next to us, what he's doing, what they're doing. We're so intently interested what they could do to harm our humanity or mess with us, or upset us, or say something that we don't like, or offend us in some way, with their sheer presence, which is just ridiculous. It's time to really claim back your power, claim back, your ownership, your own, responsibility, and what are you doing in your own humanity? And look at the things. I woke up the other morning and look, there's times where you got to kind of, take it easy and obviously enjoy yourself and kind of go, like Easter, go have quite a few chocolates and then see how you feel, and you got to have a look at your relationship with food and your relationship with, I was listening to someone yesterday do a presentation on, eating disorders and the relationship with food, and it's not just about, hard ass taking it away and some of that will work for some people, but it's also about improving the relationship and really diving deep. And I think that's what you have to do, in all areas of your life. If you want it to improve, you got to dive deep and really find out the core solution, find out the source, find out, what are the things that you need to change. Is it something from your childhood? Is it something, that happened to you when you were in your womb? What are the things that you need to alter, shift and change so that you can sustain better life, sustain better success for your life, over time, and really feed back into your greater humanity and not commit acts continually against your own humanity, crimes against your own humanity, going into loops of negative thinking, consuming information that's just a bombardment of just everything horrible that could possibly go wrong. What are you doing? What are the physical actions you're taking? What are you allowing in? Who are you speaking to? How are you allowing people to speak to you? What are the things that you are actually deciding every single day to affect you? What are you deciding? Because at the end of the day, that decide word it's a cutting word. You're either deciding to allow things in and open up the floodgates and let all sorts of negativity and harassment and your self-deprivation, your self-destruction in, your strength of your mind, you're letting that go, and you're kind of handing everything over to the state, to something else, someone else's responsibility. You're either deciding that and pushing away all your own responsibility, pushing away all your own resolve, your own mental strength, your own learnings, your own physical experience on this earth, spiritual experience on this earth, all the things you've gained, you're either deciding to push that to the side and just purely focus on allowing it to be someone else's responsibility and giving it over to someone else who's there to look after you, apparently. Or you're deciding, actually, no, this is all my responsibility. It's up to me to look after myself. It's up to me to look after my health. It's up to me to be responsible. It's not the state's responsibility, if I have a heart attack or not. 18,000 people in this country, in Australia, have heart attack, die from heart disease every year. So it's really not the state's responsibility. It's your responsibility to take care of your health. So what are you doing every single day? What are you doing to make sure that you're not committing crimes against your greater humanity? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I know it was a bit serious, but we've got to have the serious chats every now and then. Leave a comment down below. Let me know some of the things that you've changed recently to not commit crimes or acts against your humanity. Share with me, some things that you've kind of taken away from the last few years and things that you've shifted to add more, resolve and strength, in your life. And as always, share with someone who wants to give it all over to someone else, or someone who might take something away from this. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.